the other day, it kind of just had me reminisce and super nostalgic. Is drive-in movie theaters.
Oh, yeah, dude, I love them. Drive-in movie theaters, it's classic.
I think. Well, you know what's? I think as of right now, too, they're going to be making like a huge resurgence.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they will be. I think in the next couple of years, you're going to be seeing probably more drive-in theaters being built around you. I mean, I don't know how many drive-in movie theaters there are.
I would love to see that. Honestly, like drive-in movie theaters, that right now is where it's at because you got you got all the rules and everything, all the social distancing that you can capitalize on, and you can from the safety of your car, you're not next to anyone, and so that in the 90s and the 80s they were king, drive-in movie theaters, and somewhere along the way, that stopped being popular with all these
Why?
big screen, big movie theaters.
I've never honestly, like, as a kid, I was actually blessed to be. I mean, there was drive-in movie theaters around where we lived, so
Yeah.
we went to the drive-in movie theaters more than the walk-in.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what you call them. I always call them the walk-in.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people called them when they were popping up. They were walk-in movie theaters. So
Yeah,
you had that difference.
It was weird. I was honestly, I was never comfortable walking into a room full of weirdos. Like, I'm sitting, and it's just like, because you're not. It takes away, I think, from the experience. Like when you go with your family, dude, you roll up, you got one of your little cousins shoved in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? You got an ice chest in the back seat,
Lawn chairs,
all kinds of
Yeah.
good shit, right? And you're hanging out with your family and your friends, and you, like you said, you have that distance between you and the other car. I was always raised. We always sat outside in front of the car,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
A lot of people had pickup trucks, and they
Or-
sit in the back, which was obviously legit. People put like mattresses in those egg crate,
blankets,
all that
pillows.
stuff.
You just like make a makeshift
Pallet.
mattress.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's king. But we always put our stuff outside, and we sat on the, put hella blankets down, laid on the ground, and stuff like that, and kind of like a park. And man, I'll tell you, man, that experience when the sun is setting and the cold breeze starts flowing through, and the movie screen pops on, you got those advertisements, and you got somebody coming back from even though you brought all this food, you still went to the went to the food shack and got all kinds of shit,
Nachos, candy,
Yeah.
popcorn. Yeah.
But there's that compared to walking in, sitting down right next, like someone farts and like 10 people smell it, right?
Yeah,
and,
dude.
and
You feel a little claustrophobic.
It's too many people.
You feel a little crammed.
you're not experiencing, I don't think,
Yeah.
the same experience, obviously. But dude, walk-in movie theaters.
And I've had good
Whack.
experiences in walk-in movie theaters, but when I remember being a child and going to the drive-in, like you said, it's much the experience of it. It's the overall, like you said, the sunset going down, all the theater, the screens come on and the lights, and then you have that cool breeze, and
Yeah, I
the
love
smell
it.
of the popcorn and everything, and it's just a different experience. So in the 90s and the 80s, it was king, dude, and
That was
that was the highlights, some of the highlights of the summer in like the 90s. And so me as a kid, dude, I live for that. And so I'm excited that they're making a resurgence because I can't wait to experience that again.
Yeah, I was on a Twitter thread the other day, and there's I mean, there's a lot of people out there that don't know that there are still drive-in movie theaters around.
Yeah,
There's
it's
one
crazy.
not far from us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And a
huh?
lot of people that live here don't even know that.
I've been seeing that a lot of people are going to start going to, because
Yes.
now it's becoming more popular.
Obviously, yeah.
It's because it's the only avenue now.
To
Because
go watch a movie.
to go watch a movie, to have that theater experience.
Yeah.
And so everybody's flocking to it. I
Yeah.
think the one around us just opened up this weekend and it was like sold out.
Why do you think that like drive-in movie theaters always had two movies, and
Dope, huh?
the normal cinemas only had one?
Yeah, one.
What is that?
I
Unless
think-
you're like in high school and you just hop movies, right? You just walk into the other one.
Yeah.
You little assholes. But
yeah. And that is true. You get two for the price of one, and they might charge a little extra, but honestly, it's the same rate that you're paying for the movies right now. You're paying about $10 and you get two movies.
yeah.
And you get to actually bring in food. And most places they charge by car and not by person.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
shove your cousins in the trunk.
Yeah, you get like 10 of you in there at the same time.
Yeah, all of a sudden you pulling up to the movies like Scooby Doo, and everyone's just coming out the van and shit. You're like, yeah, we out here, player,
Just
We
about
out
to
here.
solve mysteries.
having a good time.
But yeah, dude, it why they only play. I'm guessing why they only play one is more bang for their buck. You know, you have to pay for separate movies, and
Mhm.
it's just smarter industry wise.
Mhm.
But at the drive-in, you definitely get more of your money's worth. So-
I think it's a better experience, and I think that I'm excited for a whole new generation of people to experience that.
Yeah,
There's many generations of people that maybe have never even experienced going to a drive-in movie theater,
and
well-
that was always my thing with the drive-in movie theaters. You can not only play the new releases, but you can play some of the old school nostalgic stuff too,
Mhm.
and just go on a regular like Sunday night, Friday night, and go watch Terminator 2.
Yeah, it's Back to the Future.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
you know,
dude, I hope they start doing that.
yeah.
I know there are a lot of movie theaters that have those, like over
Mhm.
the last like 10, maybe even 15
It's
years.
becoming more popular.
Yeah, you have those retro nights, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have that old school
I would love to go see a retro movie.
Ghostbusters too.
Ghostbusters 2, one of my favorites.
Ugh.
And you go to the drive-in to see it, dude.
Yeah.
That's the dream come true right there.
You ever get taken to the drive-in when you were younger, and obviously you don't get to pick, right?
yeah.
It's whatever
It's
whatever
whatever
your
they're
parents
playing.
want. And but you ever like for the second movie, you ever like be so uninterested in the movie you're watching
Yeah.
and just like turn around and you're just like watching the other one from the other
Yeah.
parking lot side? Yeah.
We've gone and actually driven around
Oh,
to the other
no!
side and
course, of course.
watched the other ones.
They don't care. They got their
Nah.
money.
One of the last movies that I can actually remember seeing in the drive-in, it was when I was a little older. It was Superman Returns.
No way.
Superman Returns. I think it was what, like 2003
In all its glory?
or 5 or something.